Mr. Speaker, the Alberta College of Paramedics is set to be eminently moved from being legislated under the Health Disciplines Act to the Health Professionals Act. While this eventual move is appropriate, many paramedics are very worried about the approaching deadline, especially in light of recent issues facing the college. Paramedics have expressed concerns to me over such things as excessive membership fees and the difficulty that those with PTSD have returning to work. Serious issues that are still outstanding today. Has the minister also heard these concerns, and what steps is she taking to address them?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much to the member for the important question. We have been working in partnership since the day I got on the job to make sure that we're moving forward with updating the Health Professions Act. Certainly 20 years is far too long in an environment that's so dynamic like healthcare and where new professions are continuing to evolve. There will be changes being brought forward both through the Assembly and through other means to address not just paramedics but other health professionals. And certainly I meet regularly with their college as well as with the organizations that represent their members on the labour side as well. Thank you.
First supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, given that the role of the Regulatory College is to protect safety and interests of the public, and given that the best practice is to keep regulatory functions of a college separate from the functions that are directed at the economic or social well-being of members of the profession, can the minister assure this House that she is committed to keeping the college and professional association clearly separated during their transition to the Health Professions Act?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. In Alberta, we have a number of different associations where the college and the association are actually in one, and I've learned a lot about that specifically on the health side, as well as education has a similar setup through the ATA as well. Certainly there's no intention through changes in the HPA for us to be impacting the current model, and if we were ever thinking about making changes to the association and the college side with any organization, we'd certainly have conversations with them and their members.
Second supplemental.
Well, Mr. Speaker, given that there are still outstanding issues surrounding the Alberta College of Paramedics, including formal complaints that are yet unresolved, and given that many of the college's membership are very, very concerned about the implications of this transition, will the minister consider conducting an independent review to resolve these concerns prior to moving them under the Health Professions Act?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and to the member for the question. The work that's been happening around the Health Professions Act has been happening for years, and actually in my very first meeting with the college, I said, name your top few priorities, and number one was moving forward with changes to the Health Professions Act. So I appreciate that there's a desire to resolve concerns around complaints. There's certainly a fair process for doing that, but I think if we were to extend the time for the transition to the Health Professions Act, it would be disrespectful to both the college as well as to the professionals who want to be seen as part of that organization moving forward. So certainly the due process will be followed, Mr. Speaker.